Hello everyone, welcome to the August garden tour. And I've been trying hard to, post videos of my garden each month this year, so hope it's working. And over here I've got Vinca Major. And the Vinca Major that I have here has been doing so well, looking really grand and elegant and beautiful. And I think it has got like a purple kind of bloom, which it hasn't done this year, but it might do in the following season. And it looks so beautiful. As you can see, it just looks so pretty and a good interest to have in the garden. And over here I've got Vinca Minor again, and I just like them in the pots because they just drapes like this, and it looks so elegant and beautiful as well. And over here I've got all the collection of my seeds that I grew from, my plants that I grew from seeds. And this is my little space corner where I can, enjoy and relax and, and just enjoy the, beauty that it brings. And this area is looking good at the moment. As long as it looks green, I'm happy with that because I kind of like the foliage, garden as well. As long as it's green and it relaxes you, that's all I want really. And yes, the water fountain garden is looking really green and nice. And this hydrangea has survived the hailstones that we recently had. And you can see the flowers are still intact. And this is its second bloom, I think, and it's still doing good. This area, I'm still working on it, and I'm trying with different plants. And some year I just let it relax, just to see what works and what doesn't. And that is what gardening is, isn't it? It's just, you can't, guarantee on the plants as well. But I like to try different things, so I have been trying with different plants, and hopefully next year I'll try with different plants as well. Over here I've got this elderberry plant that I uprooted because it was really, engulfed by the bushes in the garden. So I just thought, it needs, its own space. And elderberry, this one has got like a kind of purplish leaves, and it's gonna look beautiful, and it's gonna look like an acacia tree, but it's not actually an acacia tree. And I like to plant big trees in the pots because they do look amazing, and it is nice. And I've got here a new plant here, fuchsia, and every day I'm checking it because I want it to survive, because some fuchsias do well in this climate as well. And yes, over here, yes, I did have some good, like high hopes in this area, but it's not doing that great. But I noticed that the rhododendrons have put some buds in there, so that's good. That's a good news. And this is the bird feeding station, and as you can see, the berries from that plant have been all over the, it's all over the floor. But I'm not cleaning it up because it looks nice in some ways. It looks like a little, like beads on the floor. And this looks like it had a hailstone damage, but some of them are doing quite well. And this was given to me by my family member, and it's looking really beautiful. And yes, so moving on to the wildlife pond area. Well, I haven't even decided what I'm gonna do with this area because this area needs something, and I am thinking about it. And every time I come here, I just think, oh, I might do this, I might do that, but let's see, I might do something in it. And yes, the recent rainfall has been doing good for this area but then the hailstone damaged the leaves, which is not good. Moving on to the fish pond area. The fish pond area is looking good, and I think this is the only space that I had been putting my effort and energy on this year because I really wanted to complete it. And and then start with the next one. And I planted recently new rose here, hybrid tree rose. It's called Bell Reeves. It's got that beautiful pink that I really love in the rose or any flowers. So yes, and the sweet peas have done flowering and is setting its seeds. So hopefully I might grow them next year again. And yes, Brugmansia. Okay, the angel's trumpet flower is doing brilliant. And as you can see, the amount of flower it's in a small pot like that, and it still is doing good. And this is its third years with me, and I have grown this from a little plant that I ordered from online. And this one here was lucky, and it had a no hailstone damage, so it's looking pristine. And over here you can see the collections of my tropical goodness, and the view from here is beautiful, and I feel that I have achieved that space, the completeness, because we're always trying to make a space work for us. And over here I've got this new grass, and it's called Tiny Tails, and it's got really nice color to it and nice bloom as well. And I think it's nice to have something to feel while you're sitting here and watching the garden. And this one here is a apple tree that I had to replant in the ground because I tried growing it in the pots, and because of such a dry season this year it was struggling, and I took a big risk and I planted it here, and let's see it works or not, because if it flowers it's going to be looking beautiful in this area. And yes, I like the sun shining in this area, and it's beautiful view as you can see. It's just wonderful how the hydrangea works, with everything. I just love it. And over here are all my hostess collections, and I've been trying to save them from slugs so many times, and this year I uprooted them in the pot, and you can see they are struggling, but hopefully next year I can see some results. And my fish pond area, I had to update this area because I was, it is the nicest space, but the corner area needs working. So what I did was I planted some different kinds of ferns, like you can see over there, and I just wanted to sort of like fill the gap and don't make it look like it's more lush and fill up like then, rather than empty, and just I just wanted to make it look nice. And over here, from here the view is always beautiful, and it is a nice space to enjoy your food and cup of tea, and just coming here to relax. It's nice. And moving on to the perennial garden. I love this area, but every year I seem to do some change, and which is why I think it disturbs the plants that I have in there. And I had some perennials planted in this area, but seems like some of them came up like this, Esther and the Salvie, Russian Sage, but some plant really struggled. So I am thinking about planting the, like a flowering bush. So let's see. But these dahlias that I planted in a pots are doing quite well, and the fuchsias as well, despite the hot weather. And the roses, this one is called Papa Milan Jubilee Rose, and it was very, 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 it was full of flowers every time I come, but hopefully next time it will have more flowers. And over here the grassland area looks struggling, but you can see the grass have filled up a little bit, so hopefully I won't disturb it this year anytime, so the next year I will be able to enjoy the green luscious garden. And this one here, this clematis Ragucci, has been doing quite well this year, and somehow this is the only clematis that survived, I think, because I have planted so many different kinds of clematis, and every year I seem to buy the new ones, and every time there is always new one coming out in the supermarket, and I just grab it, and but then none of them seem to survive, you know. Okay, so the grassland area has a beautiful view over here, and yes, there are just so many different kinds of plants in there, but less flowers, which is biggest problem. And I'm still waiting for some plants to flower, and let's see how it will happen. And if not, then I might have to start looking for some flowering plants. And there you go. And the tea room area, well, the tea room areas looks beautiful at the moment, and my cherry laurel bush has been having lots of berries in them, and they kind of look pretty and interesting, and I love them like that. And looks like we have got a interesting viewer there, just following me around. I don't know why, but it's really a cute little pigeon. Okay, so looking around here, it looks green and full, which is what my idea was, to sit here enclosed in a green surrounding and enjoy the view. And that was the whole idea of this garden anyway. So if I sit down here and look beyond this area, is what I like to see, the green grass. But at the moment it's not green, but still it's nice, and there is like a resting space that I can look at and enjoy. And when I did gardening, I mean, I started with no plan at all. I just worked around it. That's all I did. Okay, so my vegetable patch is not that brilliant. I'm not a vegetable gardener, I admit it. I try, but I try growing vegetables, but I'm not as good as my friends are. So I'm more like a space gardener. And the grapes were really nice. I really enjoyed the grapes, one bunch yesterday. So I'm going to enjoy it every week, I think. And the birdhouse gourd seems to be doing well. And I don't know, somehow this year it just was struggling as well. And I found that quite, annoying, but there you go, another one. So two so far, but anyway, we still got some, long season ahead until September. So let's see what happens until September. They might do well or grow more fruits. And into the potager garden, as you can see, it's a mixture of everything. I've got here some vegetable greens. I've got some kale growing in here, and I recently thinned out the leek, so hopefully it will survive the thinning process. And yes, all the greens over here, and yeah, the view from here, it looks like this. And yeah, so it's just a space for me to work. And here we got this amaranthus. As you can see, the amaranthus is flowering already, although it's not as tall, but I did plant them quite late. So next year I'm gonna grow more amaranthus. And there you go, there's a cucumber. Oh, you can see by the condition of my vegetable garden, I'm not really a good vegetable gardener, so I have to work on it. But I like to grow only simple things, and less of a work, I would say. And my mini orchard, is also doing well, and there are some fruits in some trees. As you can see, it's very red and nice. And yes, okay, so as you can see, the branches are like sort of toiled down because of the fruits in there. And over here is a rock and roll roses. Can you see? It's beautiful. So that's all so far from the August garden tour, I think. So far so good, and we had a very difficult weather this year, especially with watering. But anyhow, I did enjoy the whole summer. And now we are approaching September and autumn, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. So I will post a video, and till then, thank you for watching my garden post, and hope you enjoy this video. And please, if you like, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting more garden videos. Thank you. Bye.